We're live.
Are so funny. You ever see those videos on YouTube where it's like it's like size comparison video games, and it's just like scrolling left to right.
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
I get a new one of like kaiju's, like movie monsters, every fucking day, and I love it. I'm like, I click on every one.
Yeah, you're like watching
20 minutes long, telling me how big Godzilla gets and how big a King Kong is.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
I don't even go on YouTube because my recommendations are all tainted by my children.
Oh,
and it's like some stupid gamer.
That would drive me nuts. Knowing,
yeah, I mean, I don't use you. Like, here, let me go to it real quick, and it's like celebrities surprising fans when they least expect it. Swedish couple reacts to it's like a religious one. That's fun. Trapped on an island until I build a boat, Mr. Beast. Minecraft speedrunner versus 6 hunters.
Marvel size comparison, 3D animation comparison.
Yours sounds more fun than mine, to be honest.
Why Jupiter is the scariest planet. In parentheses, it's not peaceful.
It's why Jupiter is. Oh my gosh!
And then just a bunch of clips from Kingdom of Heaven and Westworld.
Oh my gosh! From Kingdom of Heaven.
I don't know, dude. Monster vs. Titan size comparison from Godzilla.
Oh my!
Lord of the Rings final stand and battle. Falling into Saturn simulation. I don't know.
Mine is
50 skeletons versus
bananas.
bosses. Mine are great.
Ryan Trahan, he's a YouTuber. I tested free hotel breakfasts. Like, it's just stupid stuff. Like, try not to laugh challenge number 41 with Critical Role.
Dude, kill me. Cut my hands
literally
off.
I don't go on
pool.
This. I don't. Lots of Stranger Things.
I hate that stuff.
I'm out. That's why you just stick to Instagram, and it like really like finds your algorithm and like sticks to that because it's not tainted by my children.
There you go. Thanks, Zuckerberg.
Thanks, Berg.
What would I do without that app that you bought because you couldn't make it yourself?
Because you weren't good enough to make it.
You fucking loser.
Because yours was so miserably annoying and bad.
I'll just buy a new one. I've ruined that too. Okay. Let's
we're live, so already I forgot. I went to go live and we were already live.
No, I'm aware we're live.
Oh,
a little treat. Just a little treat for our YouTubers.
Yeah, you get to
What's up, YouTube?
Sorry. Bam, 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 bam. Click like and subscribe.
Oh yeah. Smash that like subscribe button. 3-bit gamer show.
I'm gonna clip that out and we're just gonna make YouTube shorts of all of our episodes.
Can every short end with "I'm dead inside"?
Yes, it can. But I was gonna have AI clip it out, and so like you're gonna have to say that a lot.
Hey, Google AI that keeps scanning our YouTube videos. Will you clip that out and post it for us? Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, baby.
Okay.
This week's SOD, NVIDIA tries to inject AI into every video game on Earth. Krafton owes the former founders $250 million, and everyone hates Tim Sweeney. No, there were 4 things in this list.
Yeah, you said "and" too soon. You said
this week's SOD, NVIDIA tries to inject AI into every video game on Earth. Krafton owes the former founders $250 million. Everyone hates Tim Sweeney, and Chinese gamers are so censored, all they can do is review bomb games. Later, we talk about Type 2 fun in video games, and I review Ninja Turtles.
Nitro Turtles.
Ninja Nitro Turtles.
Nope, just Ninja Turtles.
You mean Nitro Turtles?
Yes, that's the one.
You just logged into the 3-Bit Nitro Show. Welcome to the 3-Bit Gamer Show. I'm JD.
And this is Peterson.
And we'll figure it out.
I am the Michelangelo of the podcast. No, Rock. I called it. Dibs.
I am the one who never learned the difference between any of them.
You are definitely Raphael.
They have different colors, and I know they all have different personalities, apparently.
You're Raph.
I learned none of them. Yeah, I don't even know if I should be insulted by that. I have no context. for what that means.
Yeah, you're a total. That's an absolute Raphael
Such
thing
a
to
Raphael thing to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Raul says the same thing. I'm a deaf Raphael.
Mm-hmm.
What does
Thank
that
you.
mean? What does that mean?
I clicked out. Sorry, hold on. Ugh.
Live from the 3-Bit Gamer Show. The news. All right, our news this week is brought to us by Crave Cookies. Crave Cookies is this cookie shop. They also do sodas. Everything.
They do
Well,
sodas.
if everything,
everything.
cookies and sodas.
Yeah, cookies and sodas. They do so
That's all
good.
the things they do. And they have a rotating menu, changes every Friday, and we tell you on Tuesday what it is. And unfortunately, I can't get the website to load.
You can't.
And I don't know it off the top of my head. Do you remember back in the day when Trent used to come on this podcast and he would talk about he would give the actual sneak peek of the week?
Yeah, he would.
And as he grew more and more involved in the company, with the company, and it grew and grew, he started to not know what the menu was coming up anymore. And you'd bug him and he'd be like, oh yeah, I don't know, I was just really busy. Dude, that's me now. I just don't know instinctively. Like a couple months ago, I would have known off the top of my head, but now I have to look it up. Coming up this Friday on the Crave Cookies menu, the Brookie Way is back. This is the Milky Way ensconced in a brownie. The Golden Cheerio, which Phil will be psyched about because I know he likes those golden Oreos. Raspberry cheesecake, the peanut butter cup, and the Biscoff s'mores. The Biscoff s'mores is a new one that Trent just came up with. We're going to be doing more s'mores cookies. Can't go wrong with s'mores. And you just put different filling down in there.
Yeah, that's great. Great. Because I remember I was an adult, like with kids, when I first realized, and I don't know why, that you could like change the s'more recipe. And use like peanut butter
Reese's
cup,
a Reese's cup s'more.
And you're like using like those Girl Scout cookies, the graham ones with the chocolate already in it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I ever think about that? And now it's like the only way I want to do it. So
yeah, we were all eating just like
s'mores.
crappy Hershey's chocolate product
all the time. Yeah.
And we could definitely do better.
We can do better, guys.
You can do better. Go down to Crave Cookies.
Nice.
And get your cookie on. Not content with just making PC gaming unaffordable, NVIDIA has now figured out a way to transform every single video game into AI slop.
Nice.
Dude, I came around on the slop thing. I wasn't all in on it. I felt like it was grammatical slop. Like it was, I didn't really care for that term until I saw how mad it makes everyone in the pedophile AI class. That is the rich executives of all these companies that are collectively gaslighting the entire world that AI is good. They hate to hear their golden god get called slop. And now I'm like, oh yeah, no, we call that slop now. You guys hate it.
Like if they hate it, we love it. That I like it more when they hate it,
It's getting under their skin, so it's perfect. I love it. So all really started with NVIDIA bragging at their GTC conference, that is graphics. What is it? GTC?
Game technology. I don't know.
Whatever. Who cares? They're bragging about their new AI powered upscaling filter for games. So do you remember a million years ago where this I think we nominated it for Gamer Rage, this like permanently online Uber virgin made like a Photoshop of Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn.
Kind of, yeah.
With like lipstick and like tons of makeup on. And it was like, why can't we make female characters in this games look like this? Now, if you guys haven't seen or played this game, Aloy is a like a woman, a tribal woman, essentially in a post-apocalyptic world without. I mean, I don't even think there's showers, but these guys are all. This guy expected her to look like she was going out to like the ball. These AI videos or this AI upscaling, whatever it is, that's exactly what it looks like. It just like they smooth out all these characters' features and faces and then just make them all look completely generic. It's called deep learning super sampling.
Yes.
And it's coming out this fall. And the company is calling it the biggest breakthrough in gaming.
Oh, wow. That is a wild whatever, a claim. That is a wild claim that they would call it the biggest, what they call it? The biggest
breakthrough in computer graphics.
Wow.
Dude, it's crazy.
The arrogance.
They're showing this video. Do I still sound weird? Is it sounding any better?
It keeps going in and out a little bit.
I'll keep it. Let me know if it gets bad. They're showing this video during their conference. It's like side-by-side comparisons of existing games, and then they add the filter and it shows you after the fact. And it honestly, dude, it's crazy. Like they showed this off and they were proud of it. And I went into it thinking, oh, because I saw the articles first, and I know everyone, kind of myself included, is kind of instantly down on AI shit right away.
Mm-hmm.
And so my instinct was like, oh, people are blowing this out of proportion. Like, it's okay, whatever. Dude, did you watch that video?
Yep.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's like actively bad. I'm the kind of guy that when they show a game and they're like, this is how it looks on PS5 and this is how it looks on PS5 Pro, and they do the side by side, I am like looking back and forth like a tennis match. Like I can't tell they're the same picture.
Yeah.
And so I went into this thinking it'd be the same thing. That super discerning people stared at picked it all apart, and they're like, oh, this looks crappy. No, on its face, this looks so shitty. I mean, there's so many shots where there's like a shadow under a character's like chin on their neck. And then the upscaling, the AI DLSS, it just removes that shadow. So there's no shadows. So everything just ends up looking like soap opera lighting.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like the lighting on it, they like super light everyone's face
everywhere. And they're like, look, the AI can figure out what it's supposed to look like under the shadow. And I'm like, you taught the AI what a shadow is? Like, we're not doing shadows anymore. Everything is just full light. Everything's gonna look like Mario pre N64.
You know what it looks like? It looks like streamers. You know, streamers have like that ring light type of thing around them. Like their faces are all lit up. That's what it looks like. It looks like people. They're making it look like everyone's got like a light in front of them, like a large light in front of them.
Dude, that's gonna be
then some of them, like the Hogwarts Legacy looking one, it was like
bad.
Made her face look so wrinkly and like, but almost like Borderlands type of art. It was weird. I was like, I don't like this.
Do you think you and I could invent a product that is essentially a ring light attached to a drone that automatically tracks people's faces and just follows them around so they have permanent ring lighting on their face at all times?
They always have ring lighting?
I mean, yes, they always have a drone hovering 3 feet in front of their face.
Yeah. No, that's
but
fine.
Who cares, right? It matters that your lighting is good. So they release this video. Obviously, people aren't happy. It looks terrible. And they're like, we're just going to force this into every video game ever. You're all going to love it. NVIDIA, get on board. Make our stock price go up. So Kotaku reaches out and talks to a bunch of game developers, just across the board, game workers, whatever. They all hate this. Just a couple quotes here. I think DLSS is a perfect example of the disconnect between what we as developers and gamers want and what the nasty freaks who are destroying the world and consolidating all wealth in the hands of a few GPUs using few GPUs think we want. I like that. I like that he just went off the rails.
Yeah.
I can very much relate to that. Colin Dwyer, that's his name. He's the gameplay designer at Doinksoft. He says, thank fucking God I make 2D games. If I have to make a 3D game, I'm writing a software renderer. Fuck NVIDIA. Fuck these ghouls. Dude,
that's so funny.
straight up. That's very
I like how like angry, like
Yeah.
I get it. Like they should be a little bit angry. Um,
Yeah. Here we go.
because
Whoa, hold on. No. This isn't just some lighting, dude. What the fuck? I'm telling you, this is like a complete AI re-render. You're no longer looking at the game anymore. Does that make sense? This is scary. That's from a former Red Dead Redemption 2 developer. By the
yeah,
way. But you're right. People are like not, they're like pretty upset about it.
like people in gaming are upset about it. Also, the stories on it are pretty funny because they all include like people making fun of it.
Yeah.
Those are killing
Do
me.
you see all these tweets? Yeah, those are my favorite.
The tweets are killing me. Like it's like one of example is like Mario.
Oh
with
yeah.
DLSS 5 off, and then it's on, and he just looks horrible and miserable and like so old.
It's like when
And
they switched to HD cameras and some of the newscasters' makeup artists hadn't caught up, and you're like,
they weren't there
wow,
yet.
those are humongous pores. And I don't think I've ever seen someone's pores before, but good God.
Those were the glory days. Like once you first got like real HD on your TV
Yeah.
and everything wasn't ready yet, you were like, oh my
Oh,
gosh, I can see your makeup and I can
I
see
can
everything.
I
And it's
see everything.
so great.
So this is rendering engineer at Respawn, Steve Karolowicz. He said DLSS 5 looks like an overbearing contrast, sharpness, and airbrush filter. Remarkably different frames of the rationale of photoreal lighting. No, I think I'll stick with the original artistic intent. I think that's my favorite description of this. Contrast, sharpness, and airbrush filter turned all the way up to 10.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, this looks terrible. This is why we don't do this. Another funny thing, another funny note in terms of the feedback to this one, as far as I can tell, this demo, whatever, was just a couple seconds. This is very brief.
Yeah.
Like, here's this game. Here's what it'll look like. Here's
like
this
everything
game,
I'm seeing. There was like 7 images maybe that they like showed it
maybe
on.
30 seconds of video, and the backlash was considerable. It wasn't like a dedicated presentation for this. And so Bethesda, who, despite Todd Howard being part of this announcement, Bethesda backtracked and they released a tweet saying this is a very early look because Starfield was a big part of this. Like, oh, we're going to use this on Starfield. We're not, we're not going to make the game better. We're just going to turn it into an AI slop. You'll love that, right? And people did not love that. And so they say this is a very early look, and our art teams will be further adjusting the lighting and final effect to look the way we think works best for each game. This will all be under our artist's control and totally optional for players. Okay, the second part is clearly a lie. You are not going to make 2 games. You're not going to make an AI slop game and then let people turn off the AI slop. You're not going to turn on an AI slop filter once you've spent all of these millions of dollars in resources on making the AI slop.
Just
filter.
like, oh, you can use it if you want. Like,
nope,
it'll be fun.
Don't think so. That's obviously a fucking lie. And the other idea, the artists it'll be under our artist's control. My question to that is, whose control are they under?
Yeah.
Is it middle management that is releasing mandates about how much AI they have to shoehorn into their games and otherwise use? Well, yeah, it's under their control, but they're when your boss is telling you put the slop in, you put the slop in.
And listen, like we've been talking about AI a lot lately. And I think really like it is exhausting. And even someone in our Discord was like, I'm just tired of it. And like, because it's everywhere. But I think in gaming, like it's taking over so many aspects of like digital life. But like in gaming, and this is something that I bring up regularly, like gaming is an artistic medium. And that's why you see all of these people in the industry, artists and developers saying like this is bad because what they want to see is like the artistic version of the game, the way it was created, that somebody like actually created it. Now, if you want an all AI studio and game, like where there's 2 dudes and the AI's doing the rest, like fine. Like if you want that, okay. But like this being standard in the industry is something that people are scared of because they want this to be an artistic medium always. Most people, and maybe I'm just saying this because of me, but I don't care how realistic everything looks. I don't care about that.
What year is this? 2006?
I'm playing a video game.
Nobody has cared about that in so long.
I know I'm playing a video game. I'm okay that I'm playing a video game. Like, I'm good. If it looks like a video game, I'm okay as long as like faces, as long as they're not like off-putting like they were with Mass Effect Andromeda. As long as it's like it looks like a game and we're just having a good time with it. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't need to see the wrinkles and pores on every character for me to get into it.
And the fact is that the technology needed to see those wrinkles and pores require a graphics card that this very same company has gone to excessive lengths to ensure would be unaffordable.
Yeah.
So they're spending all this money, forcing all this AI slop into games that we won't be able to play because it's going to be too hard for my shitty 6-year-old graphics card to render the slop. And I can't go out and buy a new one because the slops made it too expensive to buy a new one. What are we doing?
Can I put on my conspiracy theorist hat for a second? I love it.
Yeah, I was just quoting Tucker Carlson. So let's go.
What are we doing?
What is this?
What is this?
What are we doing? What are we doing? Come on.
Oh. Did you see that SNL video?
That's what I was going.
I love it so much.
What are we doing? What is this? What's the goal?
I've watched it 5 times. It's so good.
It's actually crazy applicable to this, though.
I know. So here's my conspiracy theory hat. Like, games are the test medium for this. And the reason why NVIDIA doesn't care if we can buy their graphics card for this or not is because they don't care. This is not the end use of this. The end use of this is...
What's the goal?
Is the end use of this is creating video and creating things that are not real, that look absolutely indiscernibly real.
Yeah.
Like,
then we
that's
get rid of
the
Hollywood.
goal. You don't need actors and movies. You can just do an AI rendering, or you can because AI needs something to pull from. Instead, you film a movie and you just have the actor just like acting out a couple crappy scenes so they can just use that and be like,
get Chris Pratt in there dancing around like an idiot in front of a green
screen for 2 days.
AI does the rest of it.
We got it captured. We're good. We don't need you anymore. Like, I feel like the end game is not video games because we are consistently saying we don't care. This is just the test bed for this. And video games are easy because that has been since like you said, like the early 2000s, they've been like, let's make them more real. Want to see how real this can look? Look, it looks like he's actually running. You know what I mean? And then now we're just like, oh yeah, we don't care. Like, I could give me pixelated games. Like, nobody cares. We just want to have fun.
Yeah. But no, they've lost the thread. And they were not happy. NVIDIA was not happy that people weren't happy.
What's the goal?
What are we doing here? Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA, has come out in response, and he was talking to Tom's Hardware, who just asked straight up, basically everything we just laid out, all the criticisms that we've kind of been talking about, said, what's your response to this? What do you think? And he says, well, first of all, they're completely wrong, which I think is I think that's a great starting point.
Yeah.
That's good dialogue right there. When people are like, you did a shitty thing and you're wrong, is a good jumping off point. He says, the reason for that is because, as I have explained very carefully. Really? That's the tone you're taking?
Yeah, he's really defensive.
Stupid idiot morons. How many times do I need to say this?
Am I going to have to say this again?
DLSS 5 fuses controllability of geometry and textures and everything about the game with generative AI. Well, gee, Jensen, that doesn't clear up much at all. And in fact, it addresses none of the concerns that we've been talking about.
He's
And-
like, why don't you understand what I'm trying to say?
It's hard to understand because 50% of the words in that statement are buzzwords that you only use inside of an AI company. Nobody understands what the hell you're talking about. What are we doing here?
What's the goal?
What's going on? He says, all of that is in the control, direct control of the game developer. That is very different than generative AI. It's content control generative AI. Are you serious? This is different, very different from generative AI. It's content control generative AI.
You can turn it off if you want. You can toggle
That's very different. What?
Yep.
The hell are you talking about? That's why we call it neutral rendering. You can't just keep up making up new words and then call us idiots for not speaking the technobabble bullshit that you just came up with.
No,
Neural rendering? Are you crazy? Just stop microdosing ketamine for one day and try to come down to the level that everyone else on this planet lives on. Because you're killing it.
Oh, here we go.
I'm so sick of AI. I'm so sick of it.
All right, let's go on to the next positive thing that we have.
I'm gonna love this. Krafton's CEO lost his lawsuit and is ordered to reinstate the Unknown's World CEO. So this one is actually kind of funny because we have been reporting on it, and this should be not really news. It wasn't really news to me other than the verdict.
Yep.
But we started reporting on this way back in July that Krafton, the company that just bought, well, not just, but a couple of years ago, bought Unknown Worlds. This is the studio. They'd only made Subnautica.
Subnautica. There's Subnautica studio.
They made Subnautica. Subnautica blew up. Krafton wanted a piece of that, so they bought them. And then in July, when this first started, Krafton fired the 3 founders in God damn it, Patrick. The 3 founders of Unknown Worlds because they're like, oh, they're not working on the game. They're doing a shitty job. They're wasting their time, and they're trying to rush out this early access game before it's ready. And that was it. So Krafton just went with this like super negative PR strategy and fired him. We follow up in November that these 3 founders did not go silently into the night. They turned around and sued Krafton because they're like, wait a sec. You can fire us, I guess, but you still owe us $250 million. To which we all said, what? Huh? Because that was part of this agreement that Krafton had purchased the studio knowing that that was there.
Yeah.
That these 3 founders, because of the benchmarks that they made in the company and the idea of how they were pushing out Subnautica 2 with these specific benchmarks in mind, if they reached them, they were owed a $250 million contract. The Krafton CEO, Chang-Em Kim, did not like this.
No, he didn't like that at all.
Even though he presided over this purchase
and
it was part of this company that he bought, he decided if paying this out would make him seem like a quote unquote pushover.
And you don't want to be seen as a pushover.
No. I feel like this guy's entire business stratagem and education came from Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal. Because that's like the vibe. Is where you're like, oh no, you just don't do what you're supposed to do. And but instead of that, there's no negotiation here. He's just like, I'll fire him. So he goes to the head of corporate development, Maria Park, who I don't know. In my mind, she's just like the voice of reason, I guess, in the whole company. And he's like, hey, this is what I want to do. I don't want to pay these guys. In fact, I'd love to fire them.
I need a loophole, please.
Can you find me that loophole? And she's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's going to
It's like,
happen.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen.
And she's like, in fact, the company is doing so well that in the game, like the game is coming along so well, I can't even pretend to lie about this. And he's like, don't like that. I know who I'll ask. The one person that can't say no to me. ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. I just love it. So
he
stupid.
turns to the robot and asks the robot the same question he just asked Maria Park. And the robot's like, yeah, dude, you have to pay him. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
And he argues back and forth with this ChatGPT robot, and before eventually being like, okay, you're right. Now, say I did want to screw him. What can I do? And ChatGPT, he spits out a plan for him to just sketchy plan. Again, a generative like learning language model was what this guy, the CEO of a major corporation, is using to make his decision. Dude, we are fucked.
So bad.
Just a sidebar, because this is only coming out because this came out in Discovery. Dude, I am telling you, every executive in America is doing this shit rampantly. It is exactly the reason that they are all pushing AI so hard, because they are using it exclusively to do every aspect of their job. Every email, every thought that comes out of their head is all being run through ChatGPT. And if someone tells them no, they just go tell ChatGPT to tell them yes.
They argue with ChatGPT until ChatGPT is like, you know what, this does sound like a great idea.
And these are corporate executives in America, the most mollycoddled, surrounded by yes men, jackasses you could ever in history. And they're not enough yes men for them. They had to build a robotic yes men for themselves. So he calls ChatGPT's plan Project X.
Project X.
So which stupid. Confirms my theory that these guys have not a single original creative bone in their entire body. That he couldn't even, I mean, he clearly didn't ask ChatGPT to come up with the name for the plan. He came up with it. He called it Project X. I am Lord.
So stupid.
And then all of this comes out in Discovery because he's clearly logged into his ChatGPT account, and they just subpoenaed the records. He left like a paper trail in his own office. It's good. The only thing, imagine this guy is getting charged with essentially a conspiracy with one person because the other is a robot. It's not like, oh, we read your emails back and forth with your secretary or with Maria Park and you guys planned this whole thing out. It's like, no, you did it yourself and documented it. It's like it's instead of Project X, he had to just like stacks of paper, physical paper, and on the top it said "My Evil Plan," and he downloaded it and like uploaded it to the company servers. It's essentially what this dipshit did. He should have asked ChatGPT, how do I cover my tracks after this? And ChatGPT's like, sorry, bro. Actually, you're cooked. Unbelievable. So
I honestly, I'm looking right now. Krafton does have a board of directors. This guy should be ousted as the CEO. He should be gone.
It depends when the board of directors asks ChatGPT what they should do about him, what will it say?
Yeah. Well, and then they'll just argue with it until it says the worst answer. I love that. Okay, when I first was hearing about this, I was like, why didn't he just like consult his legal team? Like they've got a contract. He did,
and they told him no too.
And he was like,
everybody told this guy, and he's like, you guys don't understand. Like the laws, business ethics, all of that pales in comparison to me potentially being perceived as a pushover. Can't imagine the hellscape that this guy's childhood was that led him to this belief, this core belief system.
I cannot be seen as a pushover.
The worst thing on this earth is being perceived as a pushover.
Dude, I love
What?
this. It's
And
so
I will
stupid.
burn my whole fucking life down because nobody thinks this guy is a pushover now. We all think he's an idiot.
Yeah,
like
we all think he's a moron.
Dyed-in-the-wool stupid person. Like a drooling, can't chew bubblegum and walk, doesn't know the difference between a red light and a green light. Moron. Not a pushover, though.
Not a pushover. Hey, like all of it boils down to like he doesn't want to pay these guys. Honestly, probably
It's not coming out of his pocket.
He wanted
That's the
to
best
get.
part.
He's mad they're getting paid and he's not.
He's so
And
the whole thing is just jealousy.
yeah,
That's
jealous and like
amazing.
I don't want to pay these guys out. I don't want to look like a pushover to these to the world. Pay these like honestly, they could have paid these guys out. And no one would even know outside of the company. No one would know or care. And now everyone
What
thinks
if
he's
one
an idiot.
person knows?
What
So
if
the
one-
judge basically told him, put the CEO back, which is nuts.
Yeah.
Guy hasn't been in the office for like 8 months. And they're like, put him back. Crazy. Also, pay them all the money that they were owed because there were three of them and two of them had kind of stepped back. If you guys remember, we talked about the hilarious AI Christmas movie thing that they were working on. That was like, I thought that was going to be the start of the story. Like, oh, they're going to keep releasing all this crazy shit they were up to. It was not. It was the only thing they had. It was the only ammunition they had was this thing. And the two people that were like working on that, they had already been approved by Maria Park herself to just like pull back the work they were doing in the company. They weren't doing that much. They were just chilling, waiting for their payout. And the CEO was working still, and they canned him as well. So everyone's going to get their money. CEO's getting placed back, which is, can you imagine how awkward that is going to be?
Yeah.
He's going to be the CEO again, and this of a subsidiary that he just sued for essentially north of $250 million because they're coming after him for all the legal fees and stuff.
Yeah.
And to boot, the judge said, "Oh, and by the way, the delay that this whole thing has caused will not impact that benchmark for those."
Like they're going to push back the benchmark dates.
Yep.
So and they said he has control over the game and he has control over the release time of the game.
Millions. How many millions of dollars of legal fees? How much time? How much of a negative like PR hit has Krafton taken? And in fact, I would say this has probably dampened the excitement for Subnautica 2, which, funny enough, does not affect the CEO that was ousted. It only affects Krafton and this idiot Chang'em Kim. So he totally, again, he shot himself like multiple times in the foot and legs to show that he got nothing out of this. He got nothing. Unbelievable.
And like if you Google Krafton CEO, every single thing is that he used ChatGPT to make this bad decision. That's it. That's his legacy. Oh boy, it's real good.
I think the most important part of this story is the confirmation that at least some executives, if not all of them across corporate America, are just ChatGPT is running corporate America now.
Oh, I know for a fact. Like I hear people at work telling me that they used it for something constantly,
like something important that a human should have done.
Guys, and that honestly wasn't that hard. One of the thoughts that I had between this last story and this story is that people are genuinely using AI to just like make us lazier,
think for them,
like to just be lazier because they're like, oh no, it's gonna like change our graphics and it's going to make it's making decisions for us. And I'm like, I understand like using machines and technology to make your life easier. This feels like making humans lazier because it's like before it's like we're using technology to make manual labor and physical tasks easier because they were like all day things. And so we could have more time to solve problems and do these things. And now we're just like, we don't want to do the mental side of it either.
We're all gonna be Wall-E people. Like that movie was so spot on. They're just turning us all into Wall-E people.
Oh,
We're so fucked. A new survey found that 9 out of 10 game devs think Epic CEO Tim Sweeney is a big robot-loving piece of crap. Tim Sweeney was I think we did mention this, or it came up in our Discord something. It was kind of a smaller thing. He was just talking about generative AI disclaimers on game storefronts like Steam, because Steam does have that disclaimer if your game has AI in it. And he said, it makes no sense for game stores where AI will be involved in nearly all future production. And I think he has, I get his point. I really do.
Yeah.
Again, billionaire pedophile, like we're living on different worlds here, us and Tim Sweeney. But I do kind of see what he's saying in that AI in some form or another is kind of just used in everything now already.
Yeah. Yep.
And so having that disclaimer is stupid. I love that for someone that, you know, gets off on human trafficking and misery, would be very black and white on something like this. I guess that's part of it. But it's not so black and white, and it is very complex and nuanced. And there was a survey that came out of GameIndustry.biz recently with 826 respondents from workers within the video game industry. And I'll just read some of the findings here. 88% believed that, yes, if a developer has used Gen AI tools in making their game, it should be disclosed on the game's store page. Valve currently, I didn't realize this about their disclaimer system. It's a self-reporting thing. I don't know if you knew that. It's not, well, obviously, because it's not like Valve is going through and hunting
like
through all
where's looking for AI's fingerprints.
Yeah, so you kind of have to self-report. And so of these respondents in this survey, 48% said they don't agree with that approach, 32% said they do, and 19 said maybe or don't know. So that's where I was like, wait, they don't agree with Valve's approach. And yeah, so I think people want it mandated and not be reliant on self-reporting. And 76.8% of these said that they would disclose it even if the tools are only used during conceptual phases of the game's development. So people, the game workers are actually happy to tell us.
Yeah.
And the weirdos at the top, like Tim Sweeney, are trying to hide it from us.
And like,
because that comes naturally to him.
I don't understand why he even is making it a thing. Like, hey, if people want to do this, then that's fine. Like, they should be able to just put it on there, and it doesn't even need to be a big stink. Don't make a big fuss about it. But he's like, nope. I don't understand. Like, you don't even need to say that, Tim. You don't need to say any of that. I don't care what you think. Just do it because people want it, and it's not a big deal. It's
this
not
is the guy that was actively defending child porn.
Like, do you think that
Grok should be able to make child porn?
Yeah. Do you
think his
opinions
are kind of shitty?
And like, why do they feel the need to like share them all the time? Just run the company and like just make the right. Like, if people want it, just do it. It costs
in your office and
so little.
Search ChatGPT for how to run your company.
Be like, what am I supposed to do next?
What do I do today?
That's it. That's the what do I do next? And they're like,
that's what I want.
Like, I don't know.
I want to ask ChatGPT, what do I do? Question mark.
What have you brushed your teeth today? And be like, you
know
what? I haven't. I'll do that real quick.
Maybe you can just get on ChatGPT and just write why. Why?
The last thing, that sounds scary, to be honest. I don't know if I want that.
I know. That's how you break it. No one's ever asked that before. One thing that came out of this I thought was pretty noticeable is that most of these game developers do think if you are reporting on AI usage in your games, it should be disclosed in a simple checklist of how the AI was used during development. And I actually really like that. So we used it during the conceptual phases. We used it to make concept art. We used it for QA. We used it for X, Y, and Z. That's the nuance Tim Sweeney's rotted brain can't seem to wrap around. But that's I think that's a completely reasonable take, and apparently this giant, this chunk of people agree with that. So, I don't know.
And
I don't know.
I think one thing, and like I think that the reason why you put this on there, because I do feel like there are people who will and do care.
Mhm.
They want to know that their game, the story wasn't created by AI. They want to know that like the art wasn't created by AI and the voices weren't all done by AI. Like, like again, I think it's important to people that this remains an artistic medium, because the most beautiful games we see, the games that just wow you, whether it's story, whether it's acting, whether all these things, are the ones where like the art of it really shines and it just blows people's minds. And like we want that experience. And if we can see that like, oh, this game is just going to be whatever it is, then because of AI, like we're not looking for that. But we want our minds to be blown now. Like we've seen everything. We can buy any game we want in any theme and genre and type, and like this isn't the 90s. Like we can get whatever we want right now. So we're looking for that next game, that Expedition 33 or whatever, to blow our minds, to be like, that was so different and beautiful, and like I felt it and I really enjoyed it and loved it. Like we want that. We want that. And if we know we're not going to get that from AI, I'd love to just know that up front,
Yep. Yeah, agreed. All right, these are some news stories that don't have a lot of meat on the bone.
Just a little bit.
They're just riblets.
Mostly bone, to be honest.
They're barbecue sauce flavored bone stories.
Lick it. Lick the bone.
Just lick the bone.
Wait, I can't say that.
Get that on a t-shirt. Ubisoft is ending game development for its OG Tom Clancy studio, Red Storm. I was like, we don't need to play the whole layoff clip for just one, but this is pretty sad.
Yeah.
This was it's called Red Storm. It's a North Carolina studio. It represents 105 jobs, which is a lot. Feels like a lot.
Yeah.
It was founded in 1996, literally by Tom Clancy, like the author. It was
Tom Clancy was like, you know what? All of my stuff should be so many video games.
Basically, yeah. He like had one video game before this one, and then he's like, nah, I need a studio for this. And so he worked with somebody, founded the studio. And then in 2000, Ubisoft acquired it, back when they were called Ubi-Space Soft. And they made Rainbow Six, like all the Rainbow Six games, most of the Ghost Recon series games. They were just the OG. If you played a Tom Clancy game in the 2000s, these guys made it.
Yep.
And Massive Entertainment, the guys that made The Division, took over quite a bit of the Tom Clancy IPs, and these guys have been kind of floundering since.
Yeah.
But it is still sad to see them go. 105 jobs in North Carolina, which I know is a continuously shrinking game market, which sucks because it used to be kind of a hot spot. I know Epic Games, they made Gears of War in North Carolina. There were a lot of games that were coming out of there. And 105 people out on their ass. Not great.
I mean, they had to. There is part of me that's like they had to see this coming a little bit. Like it says that they've been working on VR titles.
Yeah.
And like VR,
they've been limping. They've been limping along.
Yeah, like VR had its heyday like 6
Tom Clancy
years
had his heyday,
ago.
let's be honest.
Yeah, and so like they're working, like all of their stuff is just not really the big stuff. They do have Star Trek Bridge Crew, which is an amazing VR game. But again, like I feel like VR had a big hit and then it's kind of gone down. People are like, I just want to play regular video games. So
yeah. Slay the Spire 2 players from China review bombed the game because every other way they have to leave feedback is censored. This is nuts. This is nuts. Because when I started reading the story, I was going to be like, review bombers, what a bunch of assholes. By the end of it, I just ended up feeling bad for Chinese gamers.
Yes. Yes.
What the hell? So basically what happened here is Slay the Spire 2, the latest Spire game, has released a new beta update where there is a character called Silent who has a main ability that used to be free. It's like swapping 2 cards out, and they added a mana cost to it. And so it's slightly less helpful, or maybe way more helpful. I don't know. I haven't played it. But the idea here is that it is significantly changing the gameplay for a certain character in the game. And over the one day since that release, that update was released, 9,000 negative reviews showed up on Steam. 9,000 is a ton for essentially an indie game, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's a ton of reviews.
And so
like 9,000 is still a good chunk.
Yeah. So when we did talk back about this a while ago, that Steam has introduced a new feature to allow you to sort by language.
Mm-hmm.
And so so if you sort by language, 96% of US speaking reviews are still positive.
Yeah.
You sort by Chinese, it's 63%. So it tells you
crazy
where those 9,000 reviews are coming. So you're asking, why are Chinese gamers so unreasonable? Why are they so much more pissed off about this? And why would they think that a single tiny change is worth review bombing a game like this so badly? Because they can't do it anywhere else. They have no access to Steam community features. They have no access to Discord, so they can't get on the Slay the Spire 2 Discord and leave feedback. They have nowhere else to vent their concerns other than by leaving negative reviews on Steam with the hope that they will be seen by the developers. What a crazy cry for help behind the red curtain. I just think that is nuts. I guess this is what the Cultural Revolution was all about, though. This is what it feels like,
dude. For real though, like this is I'm with you.
This is what Mao had in mind. He was killing sparrows, and he was thinking, man, if only my citizens had no access to leave feedback for video games, we would be in a communist utopia.
This would be beautiful.
We're so close. We're right on the edge.
The whole thing is like, I do feel bad for Chinese gamers. I'm with you on that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes, it is. It is crazy.
My God, just sending up like a balloon. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2's DLC was made free after being so terrible.
My favorite part of this story. So what they did is they had a new update with like a new class, and like it was kind of a big update, like big stuff in there. And then they also at the same time released a $5 DLC, just including some new voice lines and things like that, changing the voice lines. They wanted the game to feel a little bit fresh and new and a little bit more interactive and exciting. And instead, it was a huge mess. Like everybody hated it, overwhelmingly negative reviews, because the voice lines are not all of them. So if there's a character where they've added voice lines, there's new voice lines with new voice.
They're so awkward.
And old voice lines. Yeah.
Like sentence to sentence. Like one reply could be the new one, and then someone else talks, and then they reply again, and it's the old voice. And you're like,
what?
Am I having a stroke?
What's happening?
What's happening?
And people are saying like most of it is just like grunt sounds and like
Please, we gotta get on that voice actor hook, dude. We gotta get on that teat.
Dude, for
you
real.
And I can go sit in a voice studio. We could do this for hours, you guys.
Honestly, we're making a reel right now. Just like you can take we can use
this. This is our reel. It is 2 hours of grunts.
You're
gonna hate it.
It just kills me. It's so funny. So they did make it free. They're rolling it back, giving people refunds and making it free, because just how do you mess this up so badly?
No one wants
that
that
just
for
killed
free.
me.
No one wants the grunt pack.
I'm like, how do I undownload this? Can I uninstall the DLC?
Sounds like when someone kicks the cord out of the stereo at the bingo hall and all you hear is the people.
Oh gosh.
The Saudis are buying even more gaming properties, having just acquired Moonton Games. You think it's going to be Moontown? It's not. It's Moonton.
Moonton.
Same thing. It's Downton Abbey all over again.
Yeah.
I swear it should be Downtown Abbey, right?
But it's Downton because it's
and they spend no
short
time
for town.
downtown.
Moonton. Moontown.
Moontown. Ah, PBS, damn you. Savvy Games. This is the Saudis' whitewashing attempt to acquire
a gaming investment vehicle owned by the Sovereign Wealth Fund.
The only studio, the only gaming studio in the world that is funded exclusively through blood money. It's like there's no clean money that goes into
quite
this.
the claim, you know.
Yeah, seriously, it's pretty cool. I think it's on their masthead. They're buying Moonton Games for $6 billion. It was previously a subsidiary of ByteDance.
So that's why I wanted to include this one. This is a $6 billion.
That's $1 billion less than Microsoft paid for Bethesda.
Yeah, like that's wild.
Crazy. And okay, to be fair, Moontown Games has made some real bangers like Moontown. You're saying it wrong. You're saying it wrong. It's Moontown. There's a hard W. They've made some really great games like Mobile Legends Bang Bang, Magic Chess Go Go, and Acecraft. You know, games you scroll past thinking, who plays these? Apparently $6 billion worth of people.
It did say Mobile Legends Bang Bang has been downloaded over 1 billion times.
This is a good perspective for us to understand and appreciate how much of the gaming industry happens completely outside of our purview. Yeah. We have no knowledge into so much of
and no interest, if I'm being 100% honest. Like,
you don't want to play Magic Chess Go Go?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna check it out right now. Magic Chess Go Go.
Oh man, what a mess.
Next week I'm gonna be giving kudos to Magic Chess Go Go. I'm like, this is all I've been playing, and it's actually kind of problematic. Oh boy, this looks stupid. Okay,
$6 billion, stupid dude. See, this is what we need to do. We need to get into this.
2.4
make some
stars.
Video games.
Like that's
2.4 stars. What is happening?
What's
going on? What's the goal here?
Bro, we got to put that good too. You do it so good.
What are we doing?
I can just picture Tucker's stupid fart face every time he's saying it too.
Bow tie. I need to start wearing a bow tie.
And he does that like he's always looks like he's smelling a real bad fart, and he says,
"I gotta do these like pinches." What are you doing? What's the goal?
What's the goal here? I can't.
In the most gamblingest move ever, loot boxes now contain viruses.
Dude,
this is cool. This is like going and getting cleaned out at the casino, and then you leave with COVID.
You're like really gambling now. Like this is for real, a real gamble. Like there are real stakes besides just your money.
Yeah, they have turned it from gambling in a casino to gambling in the back of a casino with a gun loaded with only a single bullet. Duet. Jesus Christ.
Duet Night Abyss.
Duet. Why can't I say that? Duet Night Abyss.
That's a horrible name.
My favorite thing is the name of the malware that was actually downloaded to people's devices was the file, and it was old. I mean, this is an old Trojan file that most people's antivirus software picked up because it knew about it because it's old. But it was called, the file is Trojan:/umbrelstealer.gg. I mean, it couldn't have been more obvious unless it was named virus.willsteal.all-of-your.dg/stuff/warning beep beep red. Crazy. And continuing the name, I mean, this whole thing is like a Blursty for Blurst name because the players that were affected by this were rewarded by the company for like, oh, we're so sorry that, this malware was installed on your machine. So we're going to give you the Commission Manual, Volume 3, Star 5, Prismatic Hourglass, Star 10.
Yeah.
I'm sure to some people that means a lot.
It's a very few amount of people, but
I don't know if anything that specific would make me happy about having malware downloaded on my machine, though. And my favorite thing is all this malware. You know what all this does? This like the goal. What's the goal? The goal here is to steal stuff out of your crypto wallet. So really, like it's just like feeling. I don't know. It's hard to feel bad for the people that are affected by this. It's stealing your crypto. I'm like,
like, why do you have it linked?
Lesson learned.
Like, why are you playing this game? Like, what's the goal here?
What's the goal? Because you're using crypto and you're playing gacha games. They're just targeting chronic gamblers who are very used to losing just across the board. So it's easy.
High risk behaviors. They're just like, I don't know. I don't know if this is bad, but I am going to click yes on this because there is a chance that it's good.
Yeah. It's like trying to sell a condom to a skydiver. They're like, I love the risk. I'm not going to.
I love gambling.
In that.
I don't know if you guys know this about me. I do enjoy gambling periodically.
Interesting.
But this is taking it too far. I won't gamble for the health of my machine for two reasons. Well, the main reason is that I'm too lazy to get a new one. But the secondary reason is now this same machine that I have that I bought years and years ago, it would now go for $21,000 on the black market because it has RAM in it.
Is a down payment for a house here for sure.
Yeah, it has inadvertently become the most expensive thing I own, including my cars. So,
okay.
Kudos.
All right, kudos is our positivity segment where we try to come up with something positive. And we ask ourselves, what's going on? What are you doing here?
Stop. Now I need to watch that like SNL video. Like I have to watch it.
Oh, it's a movie, Sinners. Great.
Now Hollywood wants us to sin. Instead of going to church,
they think we should all be sinners. What's the goal here?
If you haven't watched it, you need to just pause this, go watch it. Say
just the SNL Tucker Carlson impression.
It's so good.
Melted me. It was so funny.
So good.
I have kudos. Do you have kudos? Do you have kudos?
I got a quick one. Yeah, go ahead and do yours.
My kudos goes to a restaurant I did not know was a chain because there's only one in Utah in Sandy called Dog House.
Haus.
Yes, sir. They have everything. Apparently, they have hot dogs, they have chicken, they have hamburgers, and they now do burritos and coffee and much other shit. Kind of just do everything. And I went there. I just stopped in there while I was out running errands yesterday. I have been there before. I've had their hot dogs. I've never had one of their cheeseburgers. Their cheeseburgers, they're kind of like a smash burger. I think they're smash burgers. They have lacing, so they must be smash burgers. But they put their burgers on, you know, those King's Hawaiian dinner rolls?
Yeah.
They put it on 4 of those. So you take 4 of those and you cut it open, and now you have a bun, and that's what they put their burgers on. And I just got a basic cheeseburger. Just wanted a snack. Just, like I said,
surprise.
Yeah, just got a burger. I had 3 burgers tonight. Look, man, they're good for me.
What are you doing here?
What's the goal? So
they put their hot dogs on those buns too, by the way.
Yep.
Like I don't know if
have you had this place?
No, I'm just looking at it right now. I've seen it before. Like I've seen it come up on like recommendations and stuff, but I've never.
It's worth a trip. It really is. If you're down in Sandy, you're out. It's like right on State, just down from the Southtown Expo Center, and it's solid. Dude,
I will say the worst part about this for me though is the bun. I don't love those King's Hawaiian rolls.
Yep, and I thought I was kind of like worried about that too. And you're kind of right. It doesn't super hold up as well as you would hope. But I mean, the burger itself was amazing. Like
I will say all of the hot dogs look interesting. All of them. They only got a
What's
handful.
the one you're most interested in?
I don't know. I'm looking at them. I think I like Chili the Kid looks good. American cheese, house chili, crispy onions, and chipotle aioli.
Mm.
They all look good though. Old Town, smoked bacon, caramelized onions, chipotle aioli, pickled jalapenos, cotija cheese. But their corn dog, house-made root beer batter, like everything just looks kind of interesting. Where I'm like,
Yeah.
I would try that. I would try that.
That's what I kept feeling. Is I've been there a couple times. I always get something different, and I'm always like, huh, nice.
Yeah.
It's solid, man. And if there's locations near you, they have locations that serve cocktails and beer and wine and stuff. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So outside Utah, it's kind of like a restaurant. Definitely worth like checking out. Doghouse. Check out the one in Sandy, or like I said, they're all over the country. They're pretty good. I was pretty impressed. It's pretty psyched on it. I'm gonna definitely go back.
Let's see. I have a couple quick kudos. One is
a couple upgraded.
Yeah, I went to because I just remembered we went to the Indian restaurant right by Your Crave Cookies.
Okay. Oh yeah, do you like that place? Other than the fact they don't need to know how to turn their lights on.
Legit, they did not have their lights on.
Weird.
It was so weird.
Weird.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. It had like a very interesting name. Like it was biryani was like their main dish. If you don't know what biryani is, it is a Indian rice dish, which I actually really, really like. It's real mild, so it's not super super flavorful like most Indian food is, like legit. Like you're like, okay, we're gonna get this. It's super, but their biryani was super good. It was called Paradise Biryani Point, is what it's called. They had a huge menu though, with like tons of stuff that I wanted to try. We got the dosa, and the dosa came out as just huge dosa. If you haven't had it, it's like bread wrapped around like curried potatoes and stuff like that. And you dip it. Very good. The butter chicken was like probably the most flavorful butter chicken I've ever had.
Shut up. Really?
Like it was a lot, like, but it
Right in
was
my
good, like in a
backyard.
very good way. And it was like, oh, this is really solid, like very, very good. So, yeah, that's for like locals. If you just want to try some good Indian food, you're right next door. If you ever want that, it was solid. Like everything we had there was solid. It definitely dives into the spiciness of Indian food. Like even the mild stuff was like, it was a little spicy, and it kind of was hitting the spice tolerance that I appreciate. So yeah, that's good place. The other one was just a quick personal kudos. My son had his elementary school play. They did Aladdin, and he was Aladdin. My son was Aladdin.
You were so nervous for him. I thought you were going to psych him out.
And like, no, I was like, you're going to do great, buddy. Like, you got this. Like, you're killing it. You know all the songs. I was very positive. But when he was going in, I was like, hey, break a leg. And he's like, oh, yeah, people say that. And I was like, break both of your legs like that. And he's like, why'd you say it like that? I was like, I hope you break your leg so hard that the bone's sticking out. And he's like, that's not what you're supposed to say. And I was like, no, it's extra luck.
I support you so much.
Like, I hope you can't walk for 9 months.
Shattered in a car accident. I want you to have like 18 pins,
tibia, fibula, like smash,
all of it, just like a puddle of bone inside.
That's how hard I want you to break your legs.
I'm so excited for your success on this endeavor.
He didn't like that as much. Didn't feel as positive, but no, he went out there. He was Aladdin. He's a little guy, right? He's in 6th grade. He's 12 years old. He's tiny.
So they do all the songs from the Disney.
No, they don't do all of them,
but they do a handful of them.
They do most of them, and then they do like there's extra songs too, like that are not in the Disney movie because it's like the musical. So there are other songs. He did so good. It even made me a little emotional, like see it. And he was like, he really did an amazing job. People came out to support him, which was super positive for him. Family, friends, they all came out and supported him, and like he just crushed it. And It was really positive. Real great experience for him. So just kudos to my son Ryan for he
Way to
killed
go,
it.
Rye
I'm just
guy.
so proud of him.
That's awesome. And he had 4 performances or 5?
4 performances.
That's a
4
lot.
performances in
And
3
he's
days.
6th grade.
6th grade, yep. And he loved it so much. He loved it so much.
So
and
he's
he, like, wants
a
to keep
theater
going.
kid now.
He is, you know, I put
gotta
him
hook
in
him
a
up with
couple different
Trent.
sports and like they were just not his thing. And I was just like,
Yeah,
all right. I don't, and like that's what I did. And I was like, I don't know what to do. He did the play last year and he did amazing and he loved it. And then he did
Now
this year.
he's
And I
the
was like,
lead.
this is his thing. Like this is
Yeah.
his thing. So now I gotta find a good community like theater thing to sign him up for in the summertime that he can do and like because he just loves it. And he's-
Improv stuff.
and everyone was like, he's so good. He needs to keep doing this. He's amazing. And they're like, is it from you? And I'm like, no, I don't do theater, but my grandpa was on Broadway. So he was a professional actor. And so I'm like, maybe he gets it from that. I don't know. It's not me for sure.
I don't
You guys
know.
have heard my acting.
You've done it. Well, yeah, you do a lot of breaking, but
I break a lot.
you're
Yeah.
not a bad actor. You write the
No.
lines I read you.
I
and
can
sing
act.
the
I can
songs
act a little bit. I can
write
act a
for
little
you.
bit. I took
Yeah.
a acting class in college one time. So
If you weren't such a jock,
good.
you probably would be even better at it. You wasted all your time hitting
Yeah.
balls and busting your collarbone in high school.
making out with chicks instead of being
Making
a
out-
dork on
making
the
out with
stage.
oh yeah, I was like kissing girls and stuff and grabbing boobs, man. What is that accent?
I don't know, but it was one of my favorites that you've ever done. Grabbing boobs, man.
I'm like Heath Ledger in Lords of Dogtown, where I'm always like, you gotta see my front 4 teeth with everything I say, because we're gonna go surf this concrete jungle, man. Like the wave never
Mhm.
stops breaking
Rest
back
of the episode.
there.
Mhm.
I actually like this. No, this feels like a little better, like talk like this, you know?
Dude, yeah, your teeth are gonna get dry though. So
It's okay, they're all veneers, man.
anyway, kudos to Ryan.
Way to go, Rye Guy.
I can't.
JD asks. JD asks.
JD asks.
JD asks?
JD's ass. I don't know, guys. We're going with JD ass. JD's ass. All right, JD asks is a segment where I ask something. And this week I'm asking, what are some type 2 fun things in video games? Talked about this a little bit last week. This is the scale of fun that originated in, let's see, a blog called Essential Wilderness back in 2022, denoting the 3 different types of fun: type 1, 2, and 3. Type 1 fun is fun that you're having in the moment and you're enjoying yourself in the moment. It's fun. Type 2 fun,
Like active fun.
yeah, we're just having a good time. Type 2 fun, you're not having quite as much fun while you're doing the activity. But once you're done, in hindsight, you look back at it and think that was so much fun.
So
Something
freaking awesome.
crazy, you know.
Think like the example they gave was like your whitewater rafting and like you're in the rapids and it
Mhm.
is like terrifying and you're like, oh shoot. And then afterwards you guys are sitting around, you're dried off a little bit and you're
that
sitting
was
around
so
drinking
much fun.
drinking a coffee and you're like, that was awesome. Like that was so fun, right?
Yeah. And then you've got type 3 fun, which is essentially not fun. This is going on a hike and it starts to hail and you're stuck on the top of the mountain.
Like it's something that maybe is supposed to be fun and just really kind of isn't.
But it ended up being like spoiled and it wasn't fun at all. So that's what I wanted to ask. And we might actually, I think we were just talking about it before this episode started, about possibly doing for next week's and the next 2 weeks, we'll do type 1 fun and type 3 fun and just see what those look like in video games.
Yeah.
So type 2 fun, I have 4 or 5 kind of.
I have 4.
Why don't you start?
Okay, so just an easy one. There are several games, especially open world games, especially games where the world is randomly generated, like think Valheim and Minecraft and games like that, where you are like, I gotta go I gotta get in my boat and I gotta go a long distance. Especially Sea of Thieves is another one. Sea of Thieves and Valheim, you do a lot of boat travel. And it's not really fun, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not the funnest part of the game.
Interesting.
But when I
Hmm.
think back, when I think back of our times in Valheim, like there were times when we were on the boat and I was like dozing off. Like that's how long and
This
boring
is a
it gets
great
sometimes.
one. This is really good.
But when I think back, I'm like, Valheim was great. We had a ton of fun. Like we'd get on a boat and go explore and just like go find a new island. And like we found a lot of cool stuff that way. And like we had some good boat adventures and things like that. And I'm not thinking of the horrible, boring, long boat rides. And Sea of Thieves was the same way. Sometimes you're like hop on the boat and you travel to an island, you're going against the wind, someone's chasing you, and you're going against the wind for 30 minutes. And you're like, this isn't fun. But but I don't think about those times when I think about that game. Just like when you're whitewater rafting, you don't think like, ugh, I hate being cold and wet. You're like, I think about the thrill and just like the whole experience of it. And that's how I think of Valheim. I think of the crazy fun, like the stuff we were discovering and the fun we had and all that building and doing all these things instead of the long, tedious boat ride.
It feels like now that you mention it, the majority of Valheim is type 2 fun.
Yeah.
There's not
Gathering
a lot of
map.
Yeah. When you're in Valheim, like you're mostly suffering. I'd say the only type 1 fun in Valheim is when you're standing there just for a minute enjoying the scenery. Because if you're running around at all, you're having type 2 fun.
And like it's kind of fun once you're like tough enough to like run around and kill like trolls and stuff like
And then
that.
you go somewhere harder and you go back down to type 2.
And then you're like, this isn't fun. Like you're like, I hope I don't die. And you're like running, you're like running out of energy. But like for some reason you look back and you're like, I want to play again. Like I had a lot of fun. Like I really enjoyed that.
That's interesting. I like that a lot. One that I liked for type 2 fun is cooking in video games. Something you have to do in so many games, especially the games like you mentioned, survival
Open
games,
world survival. Do this
where you have to eat because you have a food bar and you have to eat. Cooking for it, I'd say cooking for the most part is not like super fun in the moment. But man, nothing feels better than when you open your bag and see just like just a full stack of like cooked items. And you know how that's going to make you. And a lot of the times when you cook food and versus just eating it raw or just eating whatever you find, if you take the time to actually gather all the ingredients and the recipes and go to the cooking station and cook what you're supposed to, it gives you buffs and bonuses. It makes your health go down slower. It makes you faster. It makes you stronger. And so that's where the fun comes in, is not necessarily the fun of crafting, but the reward afterwards.
Yeah. I think that makes sense. Like the thing you get from it. Which is super funny hearing you say that, because half the time in games, we always do a switch, depends on the game. Half the time in games, I'm eating like better food, and JD's like, oh, I've just been pounding mushrooms. Like I've got 2 stacks of 64 mushrooms.
Grounded.
And I just pound those all the time. And I'm like, dude, we have better food. Like there's so much of it. Just eat
mushrooms. I want umami, okay?
And then like in Planet Crafter, JD's eating, you can find like high quality food. I've never even eaten it. JD eats it, and I'm always just like, I don't know, just go pound some raw green beans and
You're
like
not allowed to eat my high quality food.
Yeah, I don't even eat it. So it is kind of funny. Just like it just depends on the game for whatever reason. But yeah, Grounded, JD only ate. He always had a stack of mushrooms, and I'm always like, crap, I'm out of food. And he's like, you don't have.
Oh, you want some of these mushrooms
on you,
dude? I have 85.
And my character would like be mad when I eat it. He's like, these are gross. Like, why am I eating this? Isn't there better stuff out here? And like, JD likes the suffering, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Type 2.
For me, there are whole games that are a type 2 game. And for me, one of these games absolutely is, I haven't talked about it in a while, so I got to bring it up. Doki Doki Literature Club. These types of games where it is an experience. Like, because there were times playing that game where I was like, this is getting kind of boring, because it's it's it becomes like a dull dating sim, and I'm like, I don't want to play a dating sim.
Oh,
I don't like I don't want to do this. But there is a big portion of the game that kind of feels like a standard dating sim, and then it changes, and then the whole thing happens, and it's like kind of shocking, uh and then you get done with it and it's so impactful. And I look back and I'm like, wow, that was incredible. Was
yeah.
I having the most fun I've ever had playing games doing that? No. Was I having like it wasn't even that much fun in the moment, but it was one of those
Mhm.
things where you had to keep going.
Yeah.
And the payout, it was absolutely afterwards. I was like, that was amazing. And it left an impact on my brain years and years and years later
Mhm.
because it was so different and so interesting and so impactful. And I'm like, I want more of that. Even though it wasn't type 1 fun, I wasn't actively having a lot of fun.
Yeah. In some games, there is a trope where either right at the beginning of the game or in the middle or a couple times during the game, you lose everything. You're stripped of all of your items, all your resources. Basically, you start from scratch. Think of most Rockstar open world games where you
Mhm.
GTA, Red Dead Redemption, those games where you get a lot of items, you get cars, you've unlocked everything, you're kicking ass, and then suddenly you get picked up and plopped in a new area without any of your new or without any of your existing cool gear. That is definitely type 2 fun in my opinion because I mean, I kind of like it. You kind of like it. It's because you know how to play the game now. And you're like, okay, I know how to start getting that back. I'm not starting necessarily from scratch because I still know what I'm doing. I still know this happens in Metroid games all the time where sometimes you play the first couple levels that you're fully kitted out and then you lose it all and you start over and they're like, look, this is actually, and then you're building toward that and trying to be, and that happens in a lot of JRPGs as well, just in general, where you have like an awesome team or kit or whatever, and then you lose it all. And I think
Often
it's
it's like after you've been captured, like, and sometimes it's
yeah.
just temporary, but
Mhm.
like you've been captured and like you're escaping and they took all your stuff and you got to
So
find the
you gotta
chest that
go
has all
get
your
it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it happened in Fallout 3,
All the
maybe in
time.
Fallout 4. This is yeah, and dude, I think it's a blast. I think it's so cool because you're kind of like back to basics, back to where you started, but you know how to play the game, so you know how to value certain loot over other loot, and then generally you find some cool shit in these new areas and you're like, oh, this is actually better than what I had. Sure, I don't have any of my clothes or any of my cool gears or armor, but like this new gun I just found is better than any gun I had before I got here. So
Yeah.
I love that for type 2 fun. It's challenging, but it's very rewarding. And especially after you're kind of through that initial hump, the first hour or two in the new area, you're set up again. Sometimes you found your old stuff.
Yeah. You have to like there's a chest that you go and find. It's got all your stuff in it and you just get
Yeah.
it back.
You're like, "Oh, cool, and I have all this extra new stuff too."
And now you're overweight, like your weight
Oh,
limit's
crap.
exceeded.
Now
Crap, I gotta drop a bunch of
I have to
stuff
eat
now.
some of my guns.
Eat 30 turkeys.
Oh my god.
Why'd I
I
have so
gotta eat
many
all these
turkeys?
mushrooms. Why do they weigh so much?
Pocket mushrooms.
I always have pocket mushrooms.
Some games, it's more like the accomplishment of it. And I am assuming this is what Souls-like games are like, because I've watched people play Souls-like games, and I'm like, this doesn't look like any fun. And I can't imagine people are like having a ton of fun dying to the same boss 9 times in a row before they figure out his attack pattern and then like get it down. But the fun is in the accomplishment of it. Like I did it. I'm getting better at this game, and the feeling that you're better, the feeling that you know what you're doing more, that you are improving, that you've done it. And I assume speed running is something similar because
Oh,
it doesn't look fun
speed
at
running is
all.
100% type 2 fun.
But the
Absolutely.
accomplishment of it is like, I did it. I did it, you know? And I
Mhm.
think
My
trophy
name's up on that
hunting,
leaderboard. That's
tr-
the end.
that is
That's the
it.
fun.
Trophy hunting is the same way. Like
Mm.
100% of your
Oh,
game is like
dude, good. You're just
the
banging these out. These are all great.
the accomplishment is the fun. You look back and be like, I did that. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
100% of that game, and like at the time, it's not super fun
Like
to
12
do.
hours of misery.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, look at this, and you hear speedrunners like, because I watch those like documentaries or whatever on YouTube, and you hear them talking about it, and they're so excited. They're like, "Oh man, it was like such a cool time. Like this is like whatever I was going through." But at the time you watch them, and it's just like,
Yeah.
for
Yep.
fucking 8-hour streams, and it does not look enjoyable. It's not
No.
what video games were supposed to be.
It's not type 1 fun where they're just like actively having a great time,
Yeah,
but it is the accomplishment of it and that it leaves you with that positive experience. I assume Souls-like games are like that, where it is like, I did it.
Mhm.
Like that was hard and tedious, but like that is a legit reward system where where you get rewarded for it after the end, and like looking back at it is the reward, and accomplishment is the reward. It's not dopamine in the moment, it's later, you know?
Yeah. This one's so easy, so low hanging fruit. I almost didn't want to say it, but grinding
Yeah.
in games, grinding experience levels, that is being at a lower level area, and just trying to gain experience. You're killing things over and over again, not because you want to, not because it's fun, but because you'll level your character up, and then you'll be able to go to the next area and fight the stronger things, and it'll be easier. I think my mind out when I think about grinding, I always think of Pokemon. That's always where my mind goes. I was
Nice.
always I'm not someone that's going to show up in the new town with underleveled Pokemon and then figure out what I need to do. I'm going to sit in the forest before that town, and I'm just going to grind and grind. And if you asked me while I was playing that game and doing that, are you having fun? I would probably say not a lot. But if you ask me 30 minutes later when I wander into that town with my big beefy Pokemon, if I'm having fun, I'd be like, yes, I am. Yes, I'm overall having a great time.
And sometimes I do think like those unfun moments of grinding are definitely like this type 2 fun is important in some games. With like open world games and crafting games where
Mhm.
you were I'm gonna go mine this mountain. Like,
Oh,
is it fun? But the tediousness of it kind of does something for your brain where you're like, I have done this and I finished it. And now I have all the mats I need, and I don't have to worry about this for a long time. I can just play the game for a while now. And so, like, we will have nights when we're playing like Grounded or something like that, where we're not doing a ton of things, where we're just like building and gathering and building and gathering and collecting and like getting what we need. So we know we can have a more fun, active type 1 fun the next time we play.
do you remember the first time we ever played Valheim before we knew anything, and we were mining copper nodes on the side of that
Yeah. Oh,
mountain?
I absolutely remember. And like had
And
a cart and we're like
we
bringing them back.
leveled the entire mountain, made a whole path, built a huge bridge, did all of that to move like the equivalent of when we started playing later. We're like, oh, you just mine it right there and just run it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that was so much fun though.
Like
Oh my
I think
God, it
back
was
and I'm like, that was so cool.
hours of dumb labor and
Yeah.
just clicking buttons and running out of stamina and food and all this crap, running back and forth to our base. But yeah, like you, I think I look back on it, I was like, that was some of the most fun I've ever had playing video
Like, it's
games.
just fun making
Period.
like that thing. We made a path in the mountain that we could run our cart along,
And then
and
had a
so
little
we could yeah.
it was so much fun.
Yeah, it's so good.
I love that.
My
Oh,
last one
you do it.
is sometimes the fun is the challenge of it. I'm thinking of like puzzle games.
Mm.
When I was a kid, I've talked about this. I used to play a lot of those Sierra Quest point and click
Point and
adventure
click.
types of games.
Yeah.
King's Quest, Space Quest, a lot of those. Return to Zork. So we would play those games a lot. And there were so many times when we would be stuck for days. My brother and I would just I'd log in and be like, hey, I'm just gonna try to figure this out. And I'd be trying everything I could think of. And then he would be like going through and trying everything he could think of. And sometimes it was frustrating and monotonous. And sometimes we would get so stuck we'd have to go to the bookstore to get the go to the bookstore and look at the guide for that game. Like hope
Games-
they have the guide and look at the guide.
So cool.
And like those moments aren't fun. It's not fun being stuck on, Zork Nemesis. You return to Zork in the same spot for 3 or 4 days straight, and hours where you're just like running through talking to the same people. What are we missing?
And did you
Like-
ever die? You didn't need to do anything. Like you could just leave
Like
your character there.
sometimes you would die. Like sometimes you die in some of those games. Like there's risky areas where like if you do the wrong thing, something will kill you. And then you just like you have a save point and you just jump back in. But I only look back at those fondly, and I loved them, and I loved those moments of like those times of like me and my brother just sitting there trying to figure it out. At the time, it was not active fun. We were getting frustrated and annoyed, and like this is so stupid, and like looking at every single little thing in every single board that we were on, and like typing in random commands, trying to see what we could make happen.
Amazing.
But now I look back and I'm like, those are some of my favorite gaming memories ever. Like I love them so much, and I love those games. I only hold them in high regard. Like I love it. So that's absolutely for me. Type
Like you,
2 fun.
every time you talk about these games, it sounds like such a chore. It sounds
Mhm.
like such a journey and an adventure. And it sounds like you had the time of your life.
Like I loved it so much.
It
Yeah.
sounds so fun. Like those memories.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you were suffering back then.
Oh,
You
all
were
the time, constantly.
struggling. It
Like
was a
one-
struggle.
One King's Quest game that honestly, like you could probably blow through pretty quickly now if you had like online guides.
You knew
get
what you were
stuck, you'd
doing.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Like they would take us months. Like we would be playing it for so long.
Wild. Wild.
So, anyways, that's type 2 fun for me. It was just like the challenge of it, and like we're gonna figure this out. Was like a lot of fun.
You're not just gonna ask ChatGPT how to do it.
Ugh, no. You're muted.
My last one here is designing stuff. So that is your character, your clothes, your
Oh,
facial
man.
features, your car, your paint job, what armor your mount is wearing, cosmetics.
This is a good one.
Cosmetics are 100% type 2 fun for me because it's kind of a grind. It's not my favorite thing to sit and like adjust how high up my eyes are on my character's face or what color my eyebrows are or filtering through all the different scars. But when I show up in a cutscene and it cuts to my character and she's standing there just looking badass as hell with like this scar across her eye, and I've made everything just right, and she's just like this terrifying avenging angel, I'm like, no, that's fun. That is fun.
Like
But yeah, no, it's a grind to get there.
absolutely agree. Like I kind of enjoy it because and like it's not fun. It's not fun to do at the time, but like getting into it when you lock in your character and you're like, I feel good about this. And JD and I both do the same things depending on the game. Like sometimes we'll create a little bit of a mental backstory for this character. Like this is who they are and
Oh,
what
yeah.
they do.
Oh yeah.
And how we're gonna act and how I'm gonna envision her acting, because we do it mostly with female characters for whatever reason.
Don't read into that.
I think those types of games we tend to be like, I want to be a female character this time, and like where we have a real robust character creator.
Mm.
But yeah, you're right, man. I will do it. We will both do it for an hour and a half. Like our first time playing the game is mostly spent in the
Oh.
character creator.
And how much time did you spend in Rocket League designing all your cars?
Oh my gosh. And I have 30 that I've,
Oh.
and they have a theme and I've
Mhm.
named them.
And a story. Yep.
I named it like this is like, okay. And whenever in Rocket League, whenever I lose a match, it was bad luck because I had the wrong car. So I switched to the
You
next
got to
car.
rebuild. Yep.
And I'm like, okay, there we go. This is like, I don't just put random stuff on the cars. I actually like, this has, what is the theme of this vehicle?
Yeah. I love that. So yeah, no, that's definitely type 2 fun for me, that designing type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Patrick mentioned a good one. He said that he feels like simulation games are the definition of type 2 fun. 100% agree. 100% agree. Simulation games, definitely, from anytime I'm playing one of those, I'm like, what am I doing? What are we doing?
There
What's
it is.
the goal?
There it is.
What's going on?
What's going on?
But at the end, you're like, oh my God, that game was so much fun. I loved that dumb game. Even though it was a chore. It does feel like a chore, a lot of those at first, but okay, that's it. You don't have any more?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, that's it. Everybody jump on Discord. Tell us your type 2 fun games and be thinking about your type 1 and type 3 fun things in games, because we'll be doing those over the next couple weeks, and we want to hear your feedback. Actually, tell you what, if you guys have any good type 1 and type 3 ones, either call in and leave a voicemail, send us an email, or drop us a Discord message, and we'll just read it live on the air when we do those over the next couple weeks. If you guys need a reference, you're like, what do they keep saying? Can you explain this in better terms? Type 1, type 2, and type 3. I have posted a link on our Discord where you guys can go read a little bit more about what are we doing? What's going on? What's the goal here?
I'm going to watch that the second we're off.
I know. I can't wait.
I love it.
Dice of Destiny.
Okie dokie. Dice of Destiny is this game we play at the end of every episode. We roll some dice. They tell us some things. They tell us what we're going to do, what game we're going to play, how much money we're going to spend on it, who's going to play that game. A couple weeks back, I rolled, unfortunately, a racing game. And I was given a budget of $40 to spend on that game. I did not use all of that budget. In fact, I used quite a bit less of that budget.
Yeah.
One of these games I had was already in my library. Don't tell. It's called Mad Max.
That's allowed as long as you haven't played it.
Okay, I hadn't played it. And it was, it came out, I think, kind of around the same time as Mad Max Fury Road. And it's a single player action adventure open world game, kind of, just like any of those games that you guys are familiar with, from The Witcher to Grand Theft Auto to Cyberpunk, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then the other one I picked up was called Nitro Turtles. Nitro Turtles is a much more classic racing game.
Yeah, it is.
Very akin to Mario Kart. And I played both of them, and I wouldn't say I put a ton of time into either, but I got a good feel for both. I'll start with Mad Max. I got a good feel that this game is not a racing game.
It's not a racing game.
It is a pretty awesome game. It felt very nostalgic to me. I felt like I was playing a Xbox 360 game, or maybe, it felt like a 360 game. The combat was very similar to the Arkham Batman games.
Oh, okay.
Where you're going with combos and parries, and you're kind of getting surrounded by bad guys that are moving in kind of one at a time, but sometimes they attack twice at a time. You just kind of have to monitor where they all are. You're playing as Max, the eponymous Max from Mad Max, and so that's part of it, is the combat. You get guns and I think weapons, and you just beat the shit and shoot the shit out of people, which is fun. The other half is that you are driving, obviously, kind of a dune buggy around this desert wasteland. And I gotta say, I love the setting. Oh, I love the setting for the game. In fact, the first, you have like this mechanic guy. He's like your sidekick, and basically it's like you talk to him to upgrade your shit. And he is his workshop is set up in a rusted out old container ship, because you're driving around a dried up old seabed. Like a post-apocalyptic seabed filled with these old boats that are just rusted out in them. And man, that is an awesome setting for a game. So the setting is great. The environment is just awesome. The driving was passable. I wouldn't say it felt like I wouldn't say it was bad, but it just didn't like bring anything new to the table.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can shoot while you drive. You have to refill your car with gas. You drink a lot of water, so you're always looking out for water. So it has that vibe, the Mad Maxy vibe. I liked it. I'll probably keep playing it, just plugging away at it. Just like I say, it's just like a single player game to chug away on as when I'm bored. Did not feel like a racing game. So I switched
Yeah.
over to Nitro Turtles, and I had a lot of fun with Nitro Turtles. I think Nitro Turtles would be fun with extra people. It wasn't super engaging by myself. Like, I don't think playing Mario Kart against the robots is that much
Is
fun.
the fun version of Mario Kart? You don't
No.
think so?
I don't think so. I don't think it's very satisfying punking robots, being like, "Oh, I blue shelled you, asshole."
Ah,
Like,
you suck.
they're not
you-
real, JD. They're not real. So Nitro Turtles does basically what my you play as like a sea turtle, and you go a little faster in the water, you go a little slower on the land. There's little boosts, and of course there are mystery weapons. I don't even know if they're mysteries. You can kind of see what they are when you get them.
Yeah, I'm looking at the play and like you can kind of see what it is, right?
And they're inventive. They are inventive. It's not just like, oh, we have a reskinned banana peel like from Mario Kart or a blue shell. They have one that sends out, it's like a sea anemone,
Mm-hmm.
and it sends out like a big spike if anyone's near you. So if someone's trying to pass up close to you, you can just spike them. There's like a booster. There's just, some that are kind of classic. It didn't blow my mind. But for what it is, and if you can't, because you can't play Mario Kart on your computer, and if I were sitting down with a group of 4 people and I was like, where they're like, hey, let's play a racing game, 100% would be down to play Nitro Turtles. It's like $7.
Yeah, it's
So
on
it's
the Steam sale right now for $6.79.
Yeah. So it's and what is it normally? 10?
No, 8.
Yes, it's $8. So for what this is, for the and the courses are awesome. Courses are well designed and fun. The turtles leave a little bit to be desired because their models are all the same. They're just different colors.
Yeah.
So they could be a little bit more different. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Nitro Turtles was not bad for a racing game, for what you get out of it. For $8, I would not even say wait for a sale. If you're looking for a racing game, you want to play a Mario Kart clone, and you don't want to pay a ton, and you don't want to invest too much time in it, like, you just get in this thing, you're going
Just like
immediately.
play for a night or two with your friends.
Couple races, and I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I'm in.
Mhm.
I understand. So yeah, I was pleasantly surprised for my racing games. Like I said, only one of them was technically really a racing game, but it was good.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
fun. And I hope I don't roll one again anytime soon.
Racing games are not the forte, and I did want to propose something to you because I
Let's
noticed
hear it.
there's a tag on Steam that is gambling.
You degenerate.
So can we replace racing with gambling?
Yeah. Only because I want to see what happens. Only because I feel like racing is done. It's been played out.
We're not getting anything
not-
new out of the race
Yes.
of the genre.
And dude, I remember one of your very first Dice of Destiny games was a racing game, and you hated it, and you
Yep.
found it because you didn't have a lot. There wasn't a lot out there, and here we are 10 years later. There's still not a lot out there.
It's
So
just
yes,
not that good. And like a lot of there are a lot out there, but they're so samey, and like you just
They're all
have to be
Forza.
into that genre. And like
Mhm.
I love Forza Horizon games. Like,
How many times can we review those?
but yeah, I don't want to keep doing it. And like the racing genre just hasn't been putting out anything interesting. Meanwhile, the gambling genre has been hot as balls.
Yeah.
We've got poker games, we've got blackjack games, we've got craps games, we got like the themes, and they're doing roguelikes and all these. Like it is a hot genre. So I want to replace racing with gambling.
Okay.
Plus, I like gambling. So
You want to replace everything with gambling. We can't have 10
Can we
segments
repl-
that are all gambling.
I rolled gambling again.
I guess we're going down to Wendover. Oops.
Real life gambling, video game gambling, mobile
Shit, all of
gambling,
it.
online poker. These are all
Okay.
genres for Dice of Destiny.
So let's do this shit. What are we doing
All right.
first?
Roll to the person. Roll for the person.
Okay. You want odds or evens?
I will take 3, 4, 5, and 6.
It's a 3.
Okay.
I'm so relieved.
Because you have done so many lately.
I have been doing a lot.
I was hoping it'd be a 1, and you just be like, "The dice love me. The dice love you."
I honestly expected that was what was going to happen. I was really pleasantly surprised it wasn't that.
Okay. So hold on. Let's make a note. Okay, I've got a D20. I'll roll it.
Okay.
I think. Let me check. I got. There we go. Lego guys in the way.
Nice.
I've been collecting these Spider-Man, random Spider-Man like mystery Legos.
Is that
And
like
they
a
have-
wolf Spider-Man?
Yes, Wolf Spider-Man, and then I have Miles Morales Spider-Man.
These are dope. These are so dope.
I have 2 of these, but they have 2 heads. So this has the Spider-Man head.
Ah,
instead. And then this one's my favorite though. I love him so much. He's got a little cat. I didn't put him on there. This is Indian Spider-Man with his
oh yeah.
with his chai, and he's got a little cat that goes with him. Spider
Okay.
cat.
Okay.
And I
like
love
that.
them. Every time I go to the store, I'm like, I'm just gonna get another one because why not? Anyways, they were in front of my dice. Okay, here's my D20. I rolled in 8.
Okay, so an 8 is 8.
You do this every time. Stop.
So many of them are so good, but it's a dating sim. Tell me my reaction was wrong. Tell me
that's
my
good.
reaction was wrong.
Dude, I feel like this is what I get. I get sex game. I get dating sim. Like this is what happens.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of stuff. I mean,
you play through the muck. So then when I finally roll, I get the good stuff.
the board really is great now. We've kind of filtered all the shit off. We have
You have.
Yeah, I've gone through and eaten a lot of vegetables, but 8 was just replaced with peaceful and relaxing now,
Which is
so,
always a fun one.
dude, we got a great
Sometimes-
board. Let's see. I'm just going to skim through this really quick. Bullet hell, Western, dark, real-time
Good.
strategy,
Mhm.
mystery,
Yeah.
platformer, peaceful, relaxing, simulation, roguelike, fighting, 2D, buy a used retro game, EGS free game, excessive blood and gore, early access, JRPG, female protagonist, and horror. I would be happy to get literally any of those now.
Except
gone
for I don't want to buy a used retro game.
Oh, that one's so much fun. I
You
would
like
love
that. I
that.
don't want that.
We haven't got that one forever.
And you've
We
got it
only
one time. We got it
Yeah,
one.
we've
It's
only gotten it
relatively
once.
new.
It's been sitting there because you know what it is? What number it is? 13.
We
Lucky
don't roll that. We roll
13.
sex game. I roll sex game quite a bit, but
Yeah, every other roll we roll a sex game.
How's it back on there already?
I know it just finds its way back up there. All
Okay,
right, so roll a 6-sided
6-sided dice.
price
5.
dice. 5.
Price dice.
All right, $50 on a dating sim. I want you to
That's
spend
gonna
your
be-
whole budget. I think that would probably be the
On a
best
$50
thing
dating
possible.
sim.
That's what everyone wants is an overpriced dating sim.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that maybe there's something on the spring sale. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I'll look it up tonight. That sounds fun.
So exciting. That sounds like type 2 fun.
I was
All
gonna
right.
play one. I was gonna play one tonight anyway. So I love dating sims.
I'm never not playing.
I
dating
got
sims.
addicted to them.
I always got one. I always got a
Yes.
pocket dating sim
I
loaded
always
up,
got one going.
ready to go. All right, that's it on this longy episode. Thanks to everyone that dropped by: Patrick, Raul, Snorgle, and Jacobs.
Jacob.
Yeah, we got a lot.
Yep.
We got a lot of people. So thanks for jumping on, you guys. A lot of good chat. And if you want to come hang out with us on Sunday nights, generally Sunday nights, sometimes Monday nights, we just subscribe to our YouTube or jump on our Discord because I always post a link there, so you'll know
Mhm.
about it. We'd love to have you guys jump in and tell us, talk some shit. Let's be honest.
That's
Come talk
half
some
of
shit.
it at least.
Yeah, that's what we want you to do.
Especially Patrick's really coming after me all the time, and I
Yeah, just
appreciate it,
watch what
honestly.
Patrick does and just kind of like mimic that.
Maybe JD can get somebody who's after him sometimes because I feel like I get a lot of naysayers, but like I'm here for it.
Quit saying
here
stupid
for it.
shit Just do what I do
Absolutely
and
will not
nail it
stop saying
all the time.
I'm gonna say all the stupid stuff constantly, all the bad takes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Peterson
here
is
for.
my foil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, to play us out, we've got some music from Mad Max, which, yeah, this game was not underrated. People liked it when it came out. It just didn't blow up, but I appreciate it.
It could have been bigger than it is. That's what I get from the reviews. People are like, "This is a solid game, a lot of fun."
I think if they'd made a second one building off of this one, it could have been aces.
Mm.
Really good. Ooh, that's what they should have done, is done one of these starring Furiosa, so you played as Furiosa.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, guys. Thanks again for jumping on. I'm JD. Logging off.
And this is Peterson going AFK.